Disability benefits attorney here, and we're talking about whether roofers can get disability today. Now, we're talking about Social Security disability, and the one rule that you have to remember is that everyone has to pay in to Social Security to get Social Security disability. So all you roofers out there, you who are working under the table, and I've never talked to a roofer who isn't working under the table, you didn't pay into Social Security, so you can't get any money out of Social Security. Do you see how that works? And roofers, like, the job is so hard and so dangerous. You're always getting injured. You know, you have these long-term issues too, like in your hands. You know, roofers' hands usually look all broken up because of the job they're doing. It's such hard work, and I feel for you guys. I really do, because you are not going to be, and girls, sorry, women roofers, but you're not going to always be able to work because the job's so hard. You know, when you get in your 50s and your 60s, eventually you're going to have to stop, unless, you know, barring a miracle. So the issue here is not medical. Usually there are really bad medical issues with roofers unless you're really young, but the issue here is whether you are paying into Social Security or not. And, you know, in your 50s and 60s, when you want to retire, you're not going to get any money unless you pay in to the system. So you might be looking at your check or your cash every week and be pretty happy, but it's not going to last forever. The other issue with roofers, if you're on the young side, is if you're getting injured, you know, or you have a medical condition and you can't do that job anymore, Social Security is going to say you are probably not disabled because you can do another job, like a sit-down job if you're under 50 years old. And so they can get you on that. They'll probably deny your case based on that if you're under 50 years old. The other way they deny cases from a medical standpoint is that they'll say, all right, your condition is not going to last 12 months or more. And that's a requirement. It's got to be expected to last 12 months or more to be a disability. And oftentimes, roofers could go back to work doing something, maybe back to the roofer job or another construction job or a sit-down job, you know, or a fast food job or something like that if you're under 50. Now, if you're 50 or over, the rules change a little bit to make them easier. So just look out for that. Now, there's another kind of benefit called supplemental security income, which is not technically Social Security benefits, but it's paid through Social Security. That's like welfare for disabled people. And you can get that if you have no assets or income and you become disabled, or when you turn 65 and you have no assets or income. And, you know, that's the option that roofers go with, but it's very, very little money. And I apologize to you roofers out there that are paying into the system and are getting paid as a W-2 employee. You know, I'm making a generalization here, so just bear with me. But most roofers I've talked to, actually all roofers I've talked to, are getting paid under the table, and so I'm making a generalization. But I know there are some out there that are working for legitimate companies and are W-2 employees. Okay, don't at me, right? So, but SSI, supplemental security income, is an option for roofers that didn't pay anything into the system, and now they're too old or disabled to work. You know, you can apply for that, but that's a much worse option, because you have to keep yourself impoverished for your life to keep getting that benefit, and that just sucks. All right, guys, I love talking to you about these kind of things. If you also enjoy these videos, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.